Courtney, and today we're talking about the South American country of Peru. But first, let's get started with the 4-H pledge. Today we're talking about the South American country of Peru. Today's learning targets are locating the country of Peru on a map, learning some basic Peruvian facts and language, and learning some basic history and culture of Peru. There are 7 continents on Earth, and if you guessed that Peru is in South America, you would be correct. Let's talk about what we find on the Peruvian flag. The top part that looks like a crown is, of course, a civet crown of holly. It was an ancient Roman military award given to Roman citizens who saved the lives of fellow citizens. In the middle left, you'll see an animal that looks sort of like a deer. This is a vicuña, and it's the national animal of Peru. To its right is a tree. This is a cinchona tree, and it is very important for malaria medicine. And finally, at the bottom is a cornucopia with gold coins spilling out, which represents the mineral resources of Peru, including, of course, gold. Peru is rich in mineral resources, including gold and silver. Let's talk a little about the geography of Peru. You'll notice that Peru is just south of the equator, and it's tropical at the northern point of the country. To the left, or the western part of Peru, you'll find the Andes Mountains. The green section on the map is the Amazon rainforest, and you'll notice that it runs all along the eastern half of the entire country of Peru. The Andes are the largest mountain range in the world. They're over 4,000 miles long, almost twice as long as the U.S. is from the east coast all the way to the west coast. In the photo on the right side, you'll see the Andes are the lighter color yellow or khaki, and they extend through the entire western half of South America. On the western coast of Peru, you'll find a coastal desert, which is one of the driest places on Earth, mainly because the Andes Mountains block the rain-bearing winds and all the moisture coming from the Amazon. It's not a hot desert, though. The average temperature is around 66 degrees in winter and only 72 in summer. Of course, the eastern part of Peru is an Amazon climate, and you'll notice the tropical lush rainforest here. The Andes Mountains have a differing climate depending on the elevation. Typically, it's around 50 degrees in winter and 75 in the hottest part of the summer. Some of the higher mountain peaks have snowcaps year-round. Machu Picchu, which you've probably heard of, is in Peru and has a very unique climate. It has a tropical cloud forest. This occurs when tropical weather meets tall mountains and creates a mist that covers almost everything. Let's move on and talk about the ancient people of Peru. People have been living here since 12,500 BCE, over 14,000 years ago. The Norte Chico civilization is the oldest civilization in the Americas and one of the 6 sites where civilization separately originated. The other 5 places where civilization emerged were in Egypt, China, Mesopotamia, the Indus River Valley, and Olmec. By the 1400s, the Incans had the largest empire in the Americas, and their capital was at Cusco. They controlled an empire of over 10 million people. The Inca worshipped Inti, the sun god, and considered their king the Sapa Inca, or the child of the sun. The most important gods were Viracocha, the Lord Creator god, and Pachamama. The Incans built pyramids, just like in many other cultures you may be familiar with. Atahualpa was the last Sapa Inca, and he was defeated in December 1532 by a group of conquistadors led by Francisco Pizarro. The Spanish conquest of Peru was one of the most important campaigns in the Spanish colonization of the Americas. If you're like me and love watching John Green Crash Course videos, you can check out the Spanish Empire Crash Course and learn more about the history of Peru. When the Spanish arrived in South America in the 1500s, though, the native populations of the Andes and Peruvian Amazon spoke nearly 700 different regional languages. However, if you were to visit Peru today, most people would speak Spanish. Quechua, however, is the oldest language still spoken by some Andean people. This link is to a Peruvian professor who will go over some of the Quechua language words and how to pronounce them, words and phrases. So if you would like to learn more about how to speak Quechua, you can check out this link here. Let's go over some basic phrases in Quechuan. First would be hello. That's what it looks like in Quechua, and I'm pretty sure you pronounce it like this. This is the phonetics pronunciation. It's Ayanchu. Ayanchu. Next is this is delicious. This is how it looks in Quechua, and we think it's pronounced Somak Mihuna. Somak Mihuna. Most religious people in Peru are Catholic, and Peruvians drive on the right side of the road, just like us. Peru is famous for these 4 things you may have heard of. 1. Machu Picchu, one of the 7 wonders of the world. 2. Llamas, of course. If you'd like to take a virtual field trip to a Peruvian llama and alpaca farm, you should definitely check out this video by Nat Geo Kids, National Geographic Kids. They're pretty young, but they're super cute, and I love the videos. And you can actually learn a little bit about how they take care of and shear the alpacas and how they make wool and yarn and fiber from their fur. The third thing you might know about Peru is the Rainbow Mountains. And 4, the city of Cusco. If you would like more details about our lesson today, you can visit the Kentucky 4-H website for global education listed here. And you can see that we have arts and culture lessons on Japan, Taiwan, Thailand, Scandinavia, Mexico, Brazil, and more will be coming soon. If you picked up a kit, today we'll be making a felt llama. Here's a video with step-by-step instructions. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like more information on how to get involved in Lincoln County 4-H, check us out online at www.lincoln4h.org. Have a great day.